Okay, sweet. I think it's working now. I should probably close my window. Oh shit, is it working? Crap. Where's the chat? I can't see the chat anywhere. Okay. This. Oh wait, is it? Oh, it's over here. Fuck. Okay. Sweet. Can you hear me? Alright, this. I'm using like YouTube beta, whatever, the Creator Studio beta, and I'm trying to navigate it. Oh fuck. But yay! I'm back! I'm alive! For some reason. So yeah, congrats on the music video. Thanks! Oh hey, what's up Gabe? Oh crap, do I need to remod all my mods? Do I have to remod everybody? Okay. Hopefully the music's not too loud. I can't hear shit. Because I don't know why. That's just how my audio thing works. But yay. I'm back. I'm alive. I can finally get back to working on stuff that I want to work on. Shit, what layer am I on? Alright. Okay. So how has everybody else been? It's been a hot minute. Okay, once I get this first scene done, there's like 8 parts to this scene. I want to move from Photoshop to a different program because while I was working on something else, YT's music video, I realized how much easier it is to color in Adobe Flash. I hate Adobe Flash, but if I'm going to be making an entire show by myself, then I need to work faster. I need to work smarter, I should say, not faster. And how I'm coloring now, this takes so much time and it's so messy. Like, God. I screenshotted that previous thumbnail. You can't stop me. I love the previous thumbnail. I didn't add a thumbnail for this one, did I? Oh, hell. No, I'm sad. I liked the thumbnail for the other stream. I don't know how to use this YouTube Studio beta yet. This is my first time using it. Oof. Where have I been? I was working on someone else's music video. Go subscribe to Something Else YT. I worked on that music video. Yay. And I got paid. I'm so happy. Speaking of getting paid, I intend on opening commissions eventually, but every time I open commissions, I keep getting told that I'm underselling my stuff, and I don't know like the price range to like sell my stuff at. So I want to sell like, you know, like half bodies, headshots or whatever, full bodies. But I feel like I'm just not skilled enough to price something above $20 because I look at my shit and I can see so many mistakes and I'm like, this is not worth $20. This is like $10 at most. But everyone's like, you should go up to $50. You could sell this for like $75. I'm like, bruh, no. Oh God, I can't even fill shit in right. Where do you paint? Um, what do you mean, where do I paint? Do you mean, like, what app do I use? I use Photoshop. Photoshop sucks. It sucks. It's overpriced. I didn't even buy Photoshop. Freaking, my mom pays for my subscription because I'm a spoiled little privileged kid. But yeah, Photoshop is the program I use. You can go over $10. Perhaps. I don't know. And then I gotta, like, use PayPal and stuff for the transactions. I gotta make a commission sheet showing what I can do. Are you still chill being messaged on Twitter? Yeah, dude. I'm pretty much on Twitter like 24/7. I've actually been trying to stop using Twitter because it's so depressing going on Twitter. Oh my god, there's just so much nonsense on Twitter. I hate how the platform is used. It's just disgusting. Ugh. I'm trying to like block and unfollow as many negative people as possible because it's not good for me. It's not good for anyone. I don't need that kind of negativity on my timeline. I'm just trying to look at cute dogs and PewDiePie memes, okay? Subscribe to PewDiePie, by the way. Let's beat T-Series. I don't know. But yeah, my DMs are open. If you're a pal and you're trying to chat. Fuck, I didn't finish lining that part. You were supposed to stay dead. Well, your assassin failed, and here I am. I resurrected myself. So what's the current tea today? What kind of tea is going on in the animation community? I haven't been keeping up. It's been kind of quiet, huh? How's college going for you? It's going good, I guess. The courses I'm taking this semester aren't... I don't want to say they're not hard, because they are hard, but they're not too stressful, I guess. I mean, they're hard, but they're still fun. Because I'm taking 2 studio art classes, and then I'm taking a math class, and then... Oh, I didn't do my math homework yet, whatever. And then I'm taking an art history class. And then I have nothing on Fridays, which is really good, because I like my 3-day weekends. Let's see, is that you were dead for too long. Have you heard about the death of Wawaka? Yeah, I'm really sad that he passed away. He was like, I don't know, what was the first Vocaloid song I heard? Because I think it was from him. And it's really nice seeing all of the condolences and all the support for Wawaka now that he's passed away on Twitter. So it's like an end of an era, I guess. Because Rolling Girl, Unhappy Refrain, like all those, like some of the first Vocaloid songs that every Vocaloid fan got into. So I'm really sad that he passed away. And he died from what I heard, he died from overworking himself, which is a problem that a lot of artists deal with nowadays. I don't know. The work ethic in Japan has always been extremely toxic, so I'm sad that he's gone. It's really unfortunate. Are you a girl or a boy? Yes. Wawaka, I don't know. Wawaka didn't make Miku. Wawaka was one of the producers who used Miku's voice bank or something. He was like one of the big ones. I need to finish his fucking hand. God damn it, Toro. So no, he didn't make Miku. Do you have a Patreon? I have a Ko-fi. It's like a hipster Patreon where you can tip me like up to $5 or something. But I don't really plug it that often. I only like ask for donations if I need it, and I am a very spoiled and privileged child, so I don't want to ask for donations when I don't need it. I'll feel bad. If you got a question about my gender, read the description. Oh crap, his little hair thing disappeared. Toro, you absolute fuck. Haha, look at this little bitch boy. Alright, so this is Toro. There he is. It's lagging. Wait a minute. There we go. There's Toro. That's my son. He's... Oh my god, what happened? Evil little bitch. That's not supposed to be there. What is your job? Is my uncle done? I do not have a job. My job is to be living my best life. That's my job right now. I mean, technically my job right now is focus on college and get my homework done, which I am not doing. Even, it's not that hard. The homework's not that hard. So, no, I don't have a job right now. My dad's trying to get me to get one, which is understandable, but you know what? I want to be lazy. I don't feel like having a job right now. Because I don't need... Well, I'm gonna transfer schools, I think next year. So my dad wants me to have money saved up for when I move out. Oh god, I'm gonna move out. Ugh. I can barely feed myself. How am I gonna survive in college away from home? The only healthy meals I eat are dinner. Is the dinner my mom cooks every night. Which reminds me, I'm supposed to cook dinner tonight, but I don't have to start until 4, and it's 1:30, so I think I'm okay. Diamond bodybuilder. If you had to pick a job, though, what would it be? Okay, so you say job, So I'm gonna go by like job and not career. If I had to pick a job, I guess I'd be, I don't know, a dog walker. I'd walk dogs. I don't want a job where I have to like be in service to a customer. I mean, every job is that, but I don't want to work in like retail or the food industry because I already worked in the food industry. I worked at an equestrian center cafe for like a year and it was awful. So much manual labor. I mean, it was just so fucking messy. Like, the schedule was, like, all over the place all the time. Everyone was nice. They were all really nice, but, like, when it got really busy, I was what's it called? Floater. I was a floater, which meant if the cook needed help, I had to help out the cook. If someone up front needed help, like a cashier, if they needed help, I had to go up front. But most of the time, I'm just washing dishes. And we never had enough dish soap, so I had to use the sanitizer, and if I used too much sanitizer on a certain type of pan, it would make a weird gas chemical that would clog up my throat, and I'd start coughing, and I had to wait off to the side for like 2 minutes, and then my boss would be like, Natalie, get back to work. I'm like, I don't want to get back to work, I can't fucking breathe. So I didn't like working there. And then I had to fucking use the grill, and the grill. God, it was always flooding near the grill. I couldn't walk anywhere. I was always like, I couldn't back up either. And then when I opened up the grill, I got a bunch of smoke in my face, and then I still can't breathe, and I got asthma, so that just makes it worse. So, working, ew. And then, like, I had to drive like 30 minutes to even get to the place. So, that's a gas bill. And I didn't know. No, I'm done. I hate it. Ugh. Have you ever thought of collaborating with other artists? I mean, I just did. I worked on Something Else YT's music video. Sugar Cub was on that project with us. She's really cool. Y'all should go subscribe to Sugar Cub. Oh, this is the wrong, oh, I'm on the wrong layer. Go subscribe to Sugar Cub and Berry Soap and Anti-Dark Heart and Holly Mistletoe's Arts. Y'all should go subscribe to them because they all did an amazing job on that music video, and I'm really glad that it's over with. Oof. What is your hipster Patreon page? It's a Ko-Fi, maybe. I think it's linked on I think if you just go to my channel, it should be linked up in the corner next to my DeviantArt or something. Is it an animatic? This thing that I'm working on, not an animatic. This is for my full-time animated series. It's gonna be super cool, except it's gonna be not super cool because, oh my god, I keep having like all these worries that everyone's gonna be in the comment section like, this looks like fucking garbage, this looks like trash, why did you make this? And I'm just gonna start crying. Because there's this one Annie-tuber, this one anime YouTuber named Misty Chronexia, and he tried making his own animated series. He tried making his own anime, but instead of doing it himself, he hired this really small studio to animate it for him. And the series was based off of like this book he wrote when he was 17 or something. And honestly, I can get behind that. Like, make your passion project come true. Like, that's really cool. The difference here is that he had people backing the project. Like, he was asking for money. And he raised, like, $60,000 for it. And when it finally came out, it looked really bad, and the writing was really bad, and the dialogue was really bad, and I'm really worried that that's going to happen to me, except with me, I don't want to ask for money because I don't really need it. I can animate it myself, even though I'm a complete and utter amateur. I took one high school animation course, and now I think I can make my own anime. But it's a passion project. I've had these characters since I was like 16, and my voice actors are just my close Discord friends who are volunteering to be the characters. So, if it comes out bad, I hope people cut me some slack when they criticize it, at least. Because it's just me animating it. And doing all the backgrounds and the character work and the writing and the directing and the script writing. Maybe not the script writing, because I have a friend who's helping me edit the script, and he's also one of the voice actors. Oof. Do you have any Netflix suggestions? I don't know how old you are, so I don't know if I should recommend BoJack Horseman, but BoJack Horseman is pretty great. I also enjoyed Black Mirror. I hear Dragon Prince is really good. What's that one show I fucking marathoned? I completely marathoned this one show instead of... What was it? Oh my god. I hear Hilda's pretty good. I haven't watched it myself. God, I haven't watched Netflix in a while. I'd suggest Love, Death, and Robots, but people are saying that it's actually kind of bad. So if you want to watch Love, Death, and Robots, maybe just go in for the animation, because there are a lot of good experimental animation in that one. I don't know how good the story is though. It's just eh. Oh. I'd be 15. Umbrella Academy. I've been meaning to watch Umbrella Academy. Okay, the one character that caught my attention was the time traveler kid. Like, that, I don't know why, it's just, it's the concept of like this 50-year-old man in like a 14-year-old's body, and I'm like, that's Toro. That's definitely Toro right there. Toro is such a, he has, okay, Toro has the attitude of an old man, but he still has, I guess, the mental capacity of a 10-year-old, and he's a fucking idiot right here. This fucking absolute moron Toro is. But I love him, that's okay. Number 5. Yeah, his name's number 5. I like him. He seems like an asshole. I love him. Oof. Do you watch Tokyo Ghoul? I've seen oh fuck. When did I stop? I stopped watching Tokyo Ghoul at Tokyo Ghoul Re. Yeah, Tokyo Ghoul Re, because it was really bad. It was so boring. Luther hate game. Hey, Lemon's here. What's up, Lemon? What was I talking about? I was going in all so many directions. What was I talking about? Netflix shows. Okay, there's this one anime I was watching on Netflix that my friend recommended to me. It had a really, really generic plot. And I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it enough to keep watching. But I wanted to keep watching because the art was pretty and the main character was hot. So I think it was called Sirius the Jaeger or something. Oh fuck, I don't want to do that. Sirius the Jaeger, and it's kind of like a mix between... Actually, that'd be pretty redundant if I said that. It's like Attack on Titan and Owari no Seraph mixed with a little bit of D. Gray Man, I guess. It's just like... God, it's just... What is... No, wait, Owari no Seraph is literally just Attack on Titan with vampires. Sexy vampires. Owari no Seraph is the Twilight version of Attack on Titan. If you don't watch anime, I'm not making any sense here, but... Fucking Owari no Seraph was garbage. So bad. Now I just want to shit talk a bunch of anime I don't like. But then that's negative. So let me just become a complete fanatic about Mob Psycho 100 Season 2. If you haven't watched Mob Psycho, go watch it right now. Don't even finish watching the stream. Just drop what you're doing and go watch Mob Psycho season 1 and 2, because the animation and the writing and the characters in that show are just beauty. It's freaking beautiful. Mob Psycho 100 and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is like the pinnacle of 2D animation and 3D animation. I think it's just so freaking good and so experimental and lovely. I want to see more experimental stuff like that. More experimental stuff like Mob Psycho and Into the Spider-Verse. It's just so good. It's just so good. I love it. Mob is my son. He's a good boy. He's such a good boy. I'm not gonna spoil it, no. Fuck, I haven't been listening to the chat. What are your thoughts on Eve's newer songs? I love We're Still Underground so much, not gonna lie, sorry for being off topic. No, that's okay. I adore Eve. Eve is such a good, like, freaking song creator. I liked Underground too. I liked, Dramaturgy. I think that was, like, the first song by Eve that I listened to. And then I adore Literary Nonsense. That one, if you watch, like, my earlier streams, then there's literally a warning in the description that I'm gonna start banging on my desk when the course drops. I love Literary Nonsense. And then, what's another Eve song? Inochi Bakari, or Just Life. I animated that song. I animated something to that song. That was my Reflect PMV. Freaking so many bops. I love it. Is the English dub worth watching? For Reagan? Absolutely, honey. Yes. You should watch the English dub. I really like the English dub. Everyone's amazing. It's just so good. It's great. It's really fantastic. I've never been, like, a stickler for, like, the subs versus dubs thing. I think as long as the characters, or as long as, like, the voice actors are emoting when they're supposed to, and they don't sound forced, then I think the dub is fine. I think it's okay to watch the dub, because sometimes you do need to watch the dub so that you can look at the screen and appreciate what's happening on screen, like the animation. I think with Mob Psycho, you need to watch the dub so that you can actually watch the amazing animation that's happening in it. The sub for Mob Psycho felt out of place for Mob. Yeah, Mob's voice actor, I watched it all subbed, because I watch it, simulcast on Crunchyroll, where I watch it, like, the day it comes out on Crunchyroll. So I never really watched the dub unless it's, like, been out for a while, and I'm going back to watch an old anime. Have you seen Promise Neverland? Oh, yes. I love Promise Neverland. Freaking Norman, you bullshit. I don't know why, but Norman is, like, one of those anime characters where he looks like a cinnamon roll, but then when he smiles, he has, like, that shit-eating grin, like, oh my god, you look like you're up to something, and I don't want to trust you, but you're adorable, and he looks so pure and innocent. So Norman is just great. Emma's amazing. Fucking Phil. And then there's Ray. Ray is just, like, the Sasuke of Promise Neverland. I'm just going on so many tangents. That's an eraser. No, fix your fucking eyebrows, Toro. Have you ever played D&D before? If so, do you got any tips for new players? I have played D&D only a couple times, and it was only with my 2 friends. So, I guess this is something you should really work on if you're going in for the first time. Really work on your character, because I had no idea what D&D would be like when my friends were all like, hey, we should play D&D. And I'm like, oh, fucking okay. And they're like, make a character. I'm like, oh, what am I supposed to do? My character is, like, this really half-baked character. I didn't flesh him out enough, but he's like this little demon twink, because of course not. All my OCs are demon twinks. And his name is It's Your Boy Dicks Out. And he is a tiefling noble who works at, like, a whorehouse or something. He works at a brothel, and he's never had sex. because he's a complete tsundere, and he wears Gucci on all of his missions, and he's just he's not completely useless, but like the one ability that he can use that I just freaking spam the shit out of, he can set himself on fire to like escape an enemy or something, and he always does that. I don't know what else to do because I'm not that creative when it comes to making scenarios to get out of or something, but he sets himself on fire so fucking much. And oh my god, the best campaign that we had was my friend made it. We were basically we were in Auschwitz basically, and our job, our mission was to infiltrate this draconian Nazi camp and rescue like this high-ranking military officer that had been taken hostage and was being tortured. So there were only 3 of us in the party. So oh my god, what is Soup's character? Soup's character is our bard. I love Soup's character. We have a bard, our tank, Thala, who's an orc, and a Twinkie tiefling, and our friend who is a shapeshifter. I think she's like a forest spirit or something. We had to infiltrate this weird Nazi draconian camp to save this person. And our plan, it was really freaking stupid. It was like something out of like a B-movie romantic comedy that we used to escape the prison with our objective. So we basically start a prison fight. My character, Itzia, picks a fight with the only other twink in the camp during lunch. And it escalates into like this massive cafeteria fight. And all the guards have to run to the cafeteria to split everyone up. And while that happens, our shapeshifter turns into a mouse and manages to get into the barracks where the hostage is being hostaged. And then, oh my god, our bard just kept like playing music so everyone would like keep fighting or something. It was so weird, I don't even remember. But we just kept doing random shit until it worked, and then the shapeshifter friend turned into a bear. We all hopped on their back, and we just ran out of the camp on the back of a giant bear, and we escaped with these 2 other prisoners who were like lesbians, because we had to save the lesbians, man. We had to save the lesbians. We couldn't leave them there. They were gay. They have rights. We had to save the lesbians. One of them ended up being too traumatized to like function though. But they're fine. They're supposed to show up in another campaign. Okay, and then I don't even remember what we did after that. There was like a temple, and then everyone got naked. It was My character was the only one who was naked because he kept setting himself on fire. Like, his clothes are not flame resistant, which really sucks when his entire life is based on Gucci. Just, yeah, play D&D. You gotta play D&D. Everything is it's such a fun game. It's really fun. Jesus. I had to save the lesbians. D&D Twink says gay rights. Absolutely. So yeah, D&D, work on your character, manage their stats efficiently, keep one notebook keep one notebook for each campaign, or like keep it in a series, because if you keep too many notebooks, then you're gonna get lost. That's the wildest campaign I've ever heard. It was so fucking good. What was the... And that was like the finale of our campaign. The ride to get there. I still have my D&D notebook. Where is it? Where's my D&D notebook? Because we have like a series that we called it. The first part of the D&D campaign was like the legend of Big Bertha, and it was like a plane we used to get there that was shut down in the forest by draconian soldiers. And my boy ended up losing a leg, and that I almost crit failed. I almost lost my character in my first campaign, because he almost died like 3 times. He keeps almost dying, and I'm so worried for him. Oh. Is the music still playing? No. Fuck. Y'all gotta tell me when the music stops, because I can't hear it. I'm going on about gay rights. And I can't hear anything. Uh-oh. I can't see the chat. What happened to the chat? There it goes. And I can't see the chat again. Where is it? Where is it? Where is my chat room? Well, this isn't good. I can't see the chat anymore. Okay, there it is. Okay, someone asked like 5 minutes ago, what are your thoughts on My Hero Academia? So I'm going to answer that question. I think it's a good show, but I think it's a little overrated. No, don't kill me for that. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's been a while since I watched it. I'm all caught up on the series, anime. I'm all caught up on the anime. I don't read the manga. I'm not interested enough to read the manga. I like Deku. Kachan, Bakugo was best boy. You cannot change my mind. He's best boy. Todoroki Shoto is like the less emo Sasuke of the group. Except he's not an asshole. He's a good boy. He's a very good boy. They're all so nice. Like, all the characters are just really nice. Besides Bakugo, all the characters are really nice. And I don't know how I feel about that. Because there's not a lot of conflict. It's just everyone being friends. And while that's all nice and wholesome and everything, I want there to be more blood. I need edge. Not so much edge where it's basically Akame got killed, because Akame got killed is absolute garbage. But I want more conflict. Like Shigaraki, is that his name? Shigaraki, the edgy, the handyman with the blue hair. Yeah, I think his name's Shigaraki. He's hot. I like that. I like him. He's great. Todo Deku is life. Todoroki and Deku. I'm trying to avoid. I don't want to ship any of these characters because I don't see any of them as shippable material. I mean, they are shippable material, but I don't think it's good shippable material, if that makes sense. I don't know. I'm not into shipping kids. They're like 15. They're practically fetuses. Hot take alert. Hey, Ayo, my duderino. What's up, Ethan? Shigaraki has chapped lips. What's your point? I have chapped lips sometimes. Nobody's perfect. He's gotta work it again and again till he gets it right. Okay. I'm sorry for that. I think Shigaraki's hot. You can't change my mind. Like, imagine what those hands do, man. Shigaraki could disintegrate my ass. Yes! Someone who understands. I went out of line here. Shigaraki could disintegrate my ass. He's yucky? Pfft, uncultured! You have no culture if you think Higurashi no Nakukono ni is yucky. I'm 15 and my friend ships me with people we know all the time. I'm gay, they're all straight. Help. Ugh! Don't ship real people. You're gonna have to drop kick them into the sun until they understand that shipping real people is weird. Personally, would not tap that, but what's the but? He has an entire chapped face. Yeah, that's true. I don't care what you say. He's got the looks only a mother could love. Okay? And his mom's dead, so he's my adopted son. Shigaraki's great. He's great. I love him. I think he's a great character. I'm gonna protect him with my life. Who here has a gay corner at their school? I'm the leader of the gay corner. I'm in college, so finding the gay corner is a little hard. They usually have groups outside of class. The gay entourage, I suppose. What are some tips you can recommend for us who want to begin animating? Sorry for asking questions. Oh, this is the first time I'm seeing your question. Learn the 12 principles of animation. Study those as best you can. Whatever program you're using, just use that to study the 12 principles. I would take it one principle at a time. So, for example, like, what's that one? Squash and stretch. You can practice that pretty easily. It's like the bouncing ball, squash, stretch it, make it look more enthusiastic of an animation. Just like practice each of the 12 individually and then see which principles you can combine. That's like the first thing every animator should start with, is the 12 principles. Or before that, if you want to do more complex animations involving people, then I guess just learn to draw first. Because certain animations, they don't require you to be able to draw if you want to animate. But if you want to animate like furries or something, or like humanoid figures, then yeah, you should know how to draw. So yeah, experiment with the 12 principles, however you can, however you want, and then combine them together. Maybe, what's it called? Combine some principles together. So yeah, have fun with it. Fetus shipping. Shut up, Gabe. Shut up. I'm not actually his mother. Oh god, that is actually weird. I now realize how bad it is to say, oh, this character is my son, and then simultaneously say, I'm gonna fuck this character. I'm gonna stop saying that then. The only time I am adopting a character as my son is if they're my OC, and if they're a kid, because I wouldn't smash Toro. I really wouldn't. Amira is my son. Toro is my son. They're both my good babies. I want them to be happy, except I don't, because Toro's a piece of shit. And it physically hurts me to hurt Amira. Ayo got exposed. Fuck. No, this was unintentional. No. Fuck. Speaking of exposed, does anyone here read Ava's Demon? It's that one really good webcomic about a girl named Ava who has a demon. And she's going on an adventure to, like, save the galaxy from Titan or whatever. And then there's one character named Gil who everyone wants to smash because he's so cute. He's blue! He's freaking blue! He's adorable! He's a fish! He's so cute! I love Gil! And then the creator got in hot water for drawing, for allegedly drawing. I should add that. Allegedly drawing CP. So that's a big oopsie. But here's the question, because I think everyone's canceling her, the creator, over this, but I think it needs a little more context. So Uh, the creator of Ava's Demon has a Patreon. It's a webcomic. Uh, Ava's Demon's a webcomic, and she has a Patreon for people, like her patrons, like her higher tier patrons or something. They can commission like character drawings from her, which includes NSFW. So I guess one person commissioned her to draw NSFW of two of her characters who happen to be kids. However, in the drawing, she aged them up to be 18. But people are still calling it the bad word. People are still calling it like Lolly and Shota or whatever. And while I understand where they're coming from, because the characters in the webcomic are kids, in the drawing that she made, they're over 18. And there is a law that explains even if you age up the character, it is still considered it's still considered bad and illegal. But she created these characters, which means she has control over how old they are and what the canon looks like. So I don't know if that really counts, because she made the character. Have you ever read Homestuck? Unfortunately, yes. I hated it. It's not... I don't want to say it's bad, because clearly there is some substance there that captivates people, but I absolutely hate reading, and Homestuck has a lot of reading. When I'm reading a webcomic, I expect the comic to be a comic, meaning it relies mostly on art and visuals to tell a story. I don't want to read like 50,000 pages of character text. I might as well just read a light novel, because like it's oh, I hate it. No, disgusting. Oh yeah, 413 is coming up. But yeah, like the Ava's Demon thing is like really weird. I still don't know if it counts as the bad thing, if it's her own characters that she's aging up, because she has control over how old they are in canon. And it's I don't know, it's weird. It's really weird. Endgame hype squad. I'm trying to avoid all spoilers. I haven't even watched the trailer for Endgame. Is the music still playing? Hey, Sally Face! I need to drink water. I need water. Disgusting. Oof. Everything happens so much. It's too much. I just want to slow down and read some fluffy Omegaverse or something. Omegaverse is valid, okay? Is the music not playing? Oh, fuck. I want my spider twink back. It should be playing. Larry from Sally Face is Baby. He doesn't look like Baby, but I can agree with that. Him Baby. I'm mad at Captain Marvel for being bad, because now all the anti-feminist YouTubers gonna blame it on being bad on the main character being female. I watched Captain Marvel and I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was that awful. I give it like a B-, solid B movie, I guess. It's not terrible, but and one of the criticisms, I'm trying to look at like all the criticisms of the movie from each side. So the criticism for Captain Marvel's character arc was that she didn't have one. It was just that she was being held down and she had to free herself. But the criticism from the other side about that was because it was supposed to be like that, because it's supposed to be about the struggle that women face in society. And while I can see the parallel with that, it's not, it's just not that, it's not groundbreaking. It's it's the character arc, it's just not that good. It's just not that good. Yeah, I thought it was a really boring character arc. Like, the struggle that she goes through is that she doesn't know who she is. That's also another thing. And then she finds out who she is, and it's just like, okay, she has superpowers now. Also, now that I think about it, it doesn't talk at all about, like, her family or anything. It didn't mention, like, her mom or her dad. Did she have siblings? It shows, no, wait, no, yes it did, I completely forgot. It was just so poorly written, I didn't remember it. Her dad was an asshole. It's like she had, like, an abusive dad or something. And then she never talked to him again. So, that was Captain Marvel, I guess. Oh, this song is gonna get the stream taken down. I don't want to play it. What's another movie I watched? I watched Alita Battle Angel. Yeah, Alita Battle Angel is probably the first good Hollywood adaptation of an anime. I don't even know if did it have an anime? It had a manga. It's a really old manga from like the 70s or something. I don't know. But I'm kind of surprised it got an adaptation. I watched it. I thought it was pretty good. It was pretty fun. I liked Alita. She was pretty lovable. Fucking CGI eyeballs, though. Those were a little oof. But I think that was just to go for the cyborg inhuman look aesthetic. You get used to it. You get used to it. So yeah. I give Alita a good maybe, give it an A minus, B plus, I guess. I don't know. I don't watch a lot of movies, so I thought the CGI was really well done. Except for on the eyes. The eyes. Oh god, the eyes. Ooh, you know an anime that got a lot of flack before it even released? Freaking Shield Hero. Shield Hero is actually really good. I encourage everyone to go watch Shield Hero. It's pretty good. It's very black and white in its villains, though. Like, the villain is just so comically evil that, I mean, it works, because, like, the thing that she did to him, it does happen in real life, and it does suck what happens to the Shield Hero, because, like, he didn't deserve what happened to him. Like, God, she's such a bitch. Like, why does she have to be such a bitch? Shield Hero got a bunch of flack because a bunch of feminists were calling it sexist, and it is unfortunate that it came out in, like, the middle of, like, the Me Too movement, so, like, oof. But if anything, Naofumi would probably be a good guy to, like, be also in the Me Too movement. I don't fucking know. I don't know how to phrase that. Naofumi could share his Me Too story. Wait, what? Do you think Devilman will get a live action? Oh God, I hope not. I really hope not. God. I liked Devilman. I liked the experimental animation in Devilman. It should stay in animation. Like it really sucks how these corporations, or just Disney, I should say, like they're reviving old classic Disney properties like The Lion King and Aladdin. They're making it live action. Like that's so freaking stupid. We don't need a live action Aladdin. We don't need a crappy looking Will Smith genie. It looks so bad. It looks so bad. No, ew, no, it's so bad, no, disgusting, I don't like that, it's stupid, it's stupid, should be arrested for it, it's bad, I don't like it, no, destroy it, don't support the live action Aladdin, don't go support that, don't go see it, just treat it like an emoji movie, it should not exist, it's disgusting. Unacceptable. Oh shit, you're alive. Indeed, I am alive. Oof. What about Beauty and the Beast? I heard that was bad too. Like, I didn't even see the live action Beauty and the Beast. I saw the trailer and I was like, thanks, I hate it. So I didn't watch it. We need a live action Mob Psycho. There already is one and it's terrible. Do not make live action. Just don't make beloved animated things into live action. It's a bad idea. Like the live action Ghost in a Shell, it was bad. Live action Attack on Titan, it was bad. Live action Tokyo Ghoul, it was bad. The only live action anime adaptation thing that I love is the Haikyuu stage play, because everyone's so freaking adorable. Like they're doing their best up there, and I like that. It's pretty good. Live action Shrek, unacceptable. Burn it. It's rewind time. Oof. Making anime live actions is a sin. Absolutely. It is absolutely a sin. Should not be acceptable. Like, Alita Battle Angel, it was a decent adaptation. I haven't seen the original anime, though, so I can't really full-heartedly say if it's a good adaptation or not. Never seen a well-done live-action adaptation. I know, right? Like, it's hard enough adapting a comic into live-action Full Metal. Oh, that was bad. The live-action Full Metal was also bad. Like, ever notice how a lot of anime nowadays are just adaptations of manga? Because it's cheaper to make. Like, it's hard enough having to make an anime adaptation to a manga, but then taking that anime and then putting it into live action where there's even more restrictions, like that's hard. Why would you do that? Unless just like for money, of course, but like it's just a bad idea artistically. This is a bad idea. Bad. Yeah, there was a live action Full Metal, and it was terrible. I watched it. It was so freaking bad. The only thing I liked about the Full Metal Alchemist movie, live action movie, was Alphonse's armor. Al's armor looked really cool. It looked pretty good for what it was. The story-wise, they botched a whole lot of stuff. And it's so bad. Why is it so bad? Why do they do these things? No, just stop. Avatar, we don't talk about Avatar. We don't even talk about Avatar, okay? Do not, no. Unless we're talking about James Cameron's Avatar, I don't know what other Avatar you're talking about, man. It just doesn't exist. No, shush, shush. Banana Fish, I want to watch Banana Fish. I haven't watched it yet. It looks really good. I know it's about, like, gay mafia, but, like, that's all I know. Don't say anything. Banana Fish is gay mafia. Like, it's gay. You gotta watch it. Gay rights. I want to see Baccano get another season. I don't want a live action of Baccano. That actually might be cool, though. That actually might be doable. A live action of Baccano. Oh, fuck. Oh, God, but if they fuck it up, it's gonna destroy me. It's gonna destroy me if they fuck up a live action Baccano. I hate banana. You hate Banana Fish. I can't even be offended. I haven't watched it yet. But when I watch it, and I see you again, we might fight. I only know Banana Fish is about gay mafia. That's about it. Not mafia. Gay gang members. Mafia is completely different. Baccano is about mafia. Freaking the rail tracer. His name's Vino, and he's a redhead, and he's an asshole, and he's great. I would get so platonic with him. Oh my god, I would get so platonic with that serial killing ginger. He's such an asshole. He eats spaghetti like a bastard. He eats spaghetti like a bastard. I hate him. I love him. I'm gonna punch him in the face. There's also an immortal kid from Baccano. You know the one I'm talking about. But I don't remember if I made Toro before or after watching Baccano. I think I made Toro before watching Baccano. And then I watched it. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Shezlan Mayer is literally just a European Toro. Can Toro say trans rights, or is he too edgy? Toro says trans rights. That's right. The Royal Tracer's name is Vino. It's Italian for wine. I named my Vino after that Vino. Shut up. He eats spaghetti like a bastard. Is the music still playing? I hope so. Yes, it is. You got any trans OCs? Oh boy, do I. Yes, I do. Okay, actually, question. Does non-binary count as trans? Because I'm actually confused about that. Because I'll see they, them in their bio, and then they also have the trans flag. I assume they still use they, them. But then they go on and say they're also trans. So being trans means you're transitioning genders. So I assume that non-binary people, they don't want the parts that they have, but they still go by they, them. I assume that's how it works. So, yeah, you don't hear any music. There's music playing. Is it not working? That's weird. Hold up. Alright. The white in the flag is for non-binary. I do have trans OCs. I have a non-binary OC whose name is Circa. I've talked about Circa before. They're like the deity of peace and harmony and hearth and of the home. They're like everything good in the world. Literally everything good that could possibly exist. Puppies? Circa's the god of puppies. Like, it's very, very broad. And the reason it's broad is because when these assholes came into this... Oh, fuck, that's a spoiler. God fucking damn it. I can't explain it, can I? No, I can't. Okay, well, I'll try and explain it in a non-spoilery way, I guess. There are how many gods are there? Oket, Viren, Iden, Circa, Lena, Kyre, Circa. There are 7, Taiheki. There are 8 gods. Fuck. There are 8 gods, and they're all assigned to a certain faction that controls, like, aspects of the world and humanity. So there's Oket, which is the goddess of time. She's a major bitch, and she's like the leader of all the other gods. And she assigns the other gods what they will be in control over. And Circa and Oket really hate each other because Oket's a massive bitch, and Circa is also a massive bitch, but they're a slightly nicer bitch. And Circa has a really, really bad attitude towards other people. So, Oket, just to spite Circa, put them in charge of literally everything good in the world so that they would clean up their attitude. And that made Circa really pissed off. But they can't argue it because Oket's the leader. So, that's why Circa is literally just the god of everything. And they hate it. It's so petty. I love these guys. So, yeah, that's Circa. Circa is non-binary. Circa is a shapeshifter. They can be whatever the fuck they want. So, like, they're also, like, the god of beauty and the god of love, and, shapeshifter, love takes many forms, love is blind, love knows no gender, yada yada yada. Do you like cursed images? Absolutely! I adore cursed images. They're great. They make me cringe. So if Circa is the god of everything good, they're the god of Amira? Yes, actually. Amira's family was born under the god of Circa, so they worship Circa, which is why Amira is such a good boy. And I have contemplated making Amira non-binary just because I fucking can. And I want Amira to be non-binary. I really do. But I keep calling him he, and I don't know if that's offensive. Because, like, what other boy, like, he wears a crop top and rides around on a spear like a witch. Like, he rides around on a magic spear like a witch would ride on a broom. And he wears a crop top and he, like, talks to animals. Like, what the fuck? This kid doesn't know what gender norms are. Do you have an Instagram? I do not. Taiheki. Tell Circa I love them. Circa loves you too. Circa is married to the god of strength named Viren. And I haven't seen the Dragon Prince, but apparently there's a character in the Dragon Prince named Viren, and now I'm like, ah, damn it, I thought I was original. Because I came up with the name Viren in, like, 2015 when he was originally a creepypasta OC, and he looked really stupid. He had, like, fingers on his face or something. It was weird. Amira's a Disney princess. Have you ever watched South Park, and if you did you enjoy it? I have never seen South Park, but I do know they have a yaoi episode where they're just educating people on what yaoi is, and I think that's freaking hilarious. So, as far as I can tell, they haven't really done anything awful, so South Park is pretty cool, I guess. I like the interesting animation style. So what's your opinion on people who think they don't need dysphoria to be trans? That's interesting, because I kind of assume that dysphoria comes with being trans. Like, in order to be trans, that means that you're going to transition, right? So, and you're transitioning because you have the dysphoria, and you feel that you need to be in different genitals. That was a really bad way to put it. But, is that a thing? Where people claim to be trans but don't have dysphoria? That's kind of weird. Because if you don't have the dysphoria, then you don't have the need to transition. So what the fuck? That might be a trans trender thing. People who think that it's just a trend to be trans. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, if they feel that they need to be in a different body, then I guess that might count as a form of dysphoria. I don't know. The way I see it, if they transition, if they plan to transition, they're trans. That's how my simple mind can understand it. I don't get why you would need to transition if you don't have the dysphoria. It's just kind of weird. Very interesting series. You're going pretty far. I'm proud. Thank you. Here's my question. Do you like games? And if you do, what kind of games? I do like video games. I mainly just play Overwatch. Like, it's like the only game I've played. No, I've played Nier Automata, and that's like my favorite game ever. It's so good. It's so good. 9S did nothing wrong, and if you tell me otherwise, I'll punch you in the face. Punch you in the face. I love Nier Automata. It's pretty good. It's amazing. Good game. Go play it. I like video games. Yeah, they're cool. Do you like visual novels? Not really. Gender euphoria, where you're not disgusted with your body but feel way more comfortable with the other gender. Really? That's interesting. I haven't heard of gender euphoria. That's kind of interesting. Maybe I'll be Tracer. Shut up. You shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I'm already Tracer. Oh, I love this song. The Reaper. Hold on. I love this song. I wanted to make an animation to this song. I wanted to make... Okay, this song you're listening to right now, it's called The Reaper, and I wanted to make an animation to it where it was basically going to be like part 2 of Life Letters about the stalker and what he did to Vonnie. But then I'm like, no, that's too many spoilers. I want it to be a surprise for the series. Heck. When is the first episode of 6th coming out? I have no idea. I really have no idea. I am so freaking slow, because I am just one person. Like, what scene is this? This is scene 3, and when I say scene 3, I literally mean just like shot number 3, because this entire scene has different angles, and I keep needing to make a new Photoshop file for each different angle that I do, because Photoshop is really laggy and it can't hold too much space. So once I finish this opening scene of Toro getting his ass kicked, I'm gonna probably move to a different program, and that's definitely gonna change how the rest of the episode looks, because Photoshop has a certain, I guess, style to it. I don't know. It's gonna look a bit different. If I animate it in Flash, it'll be easier to color, which is my main concern, because you see how long it's taking me to color this. Like, it shouldn't take this long to color. The paint bucket tool sucks in Photoshop, so I need a better program. Or at least to figure out how to fix this damn bucket tool. But I can't do that. I can't do that in Photoshop. I'm low-key here for this mellow, sarcastic-ass live stream. Hell yeah. I'm actually female, but I only hang out with guys, which I don't find weird. And I wear the guy style more, and I like the guy stuff more, but I definitely don't want to be a dude. That's understandable. That's like tomboy. It's what, I guess, the label they put on girls who hang out with guys and act like the guys. They're one of the dudes. They're a tomboy, I guess. Flash lines suck. Yeah. Why not assemble a team? I want to assemble a team, but at the same time, I am a prideful motherfucker, and I want to see how much I can do on my own. And I'm now seeing how much I can do on my own, and it's not a lot. So I also can't pay anybody. Like, that's why I'm only taking volunteers, because I'm telling people straight up, hey, I don't know if I can even pay you. I don't know if I will pay you. If you're volunteering for this, it's purely for exposure, which I hope you understand. Because, like, all of these are my friends that are volunteering. They're just my buddies doing me a huge favor. So, yeah. What's your name? Yes. Hi, hello. I accidentally said my name earlier in the stream, so if you want to go scrub and find it, you can. Did you see PewDiePie's video ban PewDiePie? Yes, I did. I love PewDiePie. He's a good dude. It's really sucky that the mainstream media is trying to paint him with such a horrible image of him. He's not a Nazi, he's not a white supremacist, and then their excuse is that his comment section is full of Nazis and white supremacists. But if you actually go through his comment section, it's just a bunch of 9-year-olds spamming memes. Like, it's not even that bad. And the white supremacists, the actual terrible people who say they like PewDiePie, well, what the fuck are we supposed to do about that? He makes meme videos. Who doesn't like memes? Even Nazis like memes, because memes are funny. Like, the people are saying, like, there must be something in PewDiePie's content that's attracting these kinds of people. No. There's not. It's just memes. Everyone likes memes. So now I'm supposed to, like, if pedophiles like rock music, then it's somehow the rock music's fault for attracting pedophiles? Am I suddenly part of that terrible demographic because I like rock music that another horrible demographic likes? No, that's not how it works. That's not how any of this works. Guilt by association does not work here. No, it doesn't work here. It's bad. It's terrible. Oh my god, why would you do that? Oh my god. What was that meme? What was that one Vine where the girl's talking like that? I can't remember. Love your animation. It kind of brightens my lame early college life. Aw, thanks. Oh god, how old am I? Wait, I'm in my sophomore year of college, so I'm glad that you're starting it off a little brighter. I'm glad I can help you start off college a little brighter. College is scary, man. I'm in community college right now. I can't even imagine what it's gonna be like when I move out and I transfer. Cause fuck, dude. I'm gonna transfer to focus on animation at a college that's like, oh my god, it's like 2 hours away. That's too far from home. My sister went to a college that was like 45 minutes away from home. She was really close to home. So when I move out, I'm going far. I barely leave my room, so fuck am I gonna do, right? Well, Ao's sounding like a lolly. I don't sound like a lolly. What? No, I'm not a lolly. Oh my god, shut the fuck up. Oh, yeah, he can't control his fan base. It really sucks. What are you majoring in college? I'm just doing general ed right now. Just doing general ed until I can transfer. And then when I transfer, I'm gonna major in animation. And it's gonna be so cool. I'm gonna make my own studio. I'm gonna hire a bunch of bitches and we're gonna make a bunch of anime together. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good time. And if I can't make my own studio, then I'll probably just do something else. We'll be a freelancer or something. I don't know what I want to do with my life. No one really knows what they want to do with their life at this point. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. I don't really plan to be here past the age of 30. I don't know why, maybe not 30, maybe like 45. Unless I decide to have kids, then I'll stay a while longer. Make sure they're okay in the world. But if I never have kids, and I still don't know what to do at the age of 40, I just casually disappear forever. That's how it's gonna be. That's okay. Yeah. How long have you been drawing for? I have been drawing for, yes, ever since I can remember. My first sketchbook, I kept my first sketchbook at the tender age of whenever 4th grade was. And I remember because it was like this pink and purple composition notebook there was a pink composition notebook and a purple one. And it was just a bunch of weird looking people in it. And there was like this one girl I drew, like Blossom from the Powerpuff Girls, and it was so weird. Looking back on it, it's so weird looking back. It was a picture of Blossom with her little stubby arms up in the world, with her little stubby arms up, yelling, "Yay, Obama's president!" And I was so happy because he was the first black president. And my little black ass in 4th grade had never seen a black president before. So I was celebrating because my parents were celebrating. And representation matters. It was very encouraging to see a black president. It was really cool. So yeah. Yeah, I've been drawing since 4th grade. And I only remember that because Obama. Thanks, Obama. No, I plan to live past 30. Capitalism is shitty for making everyone feel like they have to do shit by the time they're 30. They're like 20. Yeah, it'd be like that. Also, the planet's dying, so I don't really want to bring a kid into this world that if they're gonna be doomed. Like, we fucked up our planet real goddamn bad, and apparently scientists say that we only have 12 years to fix it before it's irreversible damage to the ozone or something. And the entire planet should be in a state of emergency because that's terrifying. That is terrifying. Why aren't our governments doing anything about it? Oh, because they want money. But honestly, I don't want to go into politics right now because I was having a good time coloring in my angry boy here. Why don't you do a sketchbook tour? There's nothing really interesting in my sketchbook. Mostly just a bunch of spoilers. So, oh, that's the wrong color. Also, sketchbook tours, okay. I don't like sketchbook tours because it gives off the impression that your sketchbook is supposed to be this incredibly perfect, every page is filled out and colored and inked, this idealization of your personal sketchbook. And I don't like that because my sketchbook is nothing like that. There's a lot of stupid crap in it. Like, and I don't really watch a lot of sketchbook tour videos. Maybe when they're showcasing their sketchbook, they'll have like 1 or 2 silly drawings. No, my entire sketchbook, like a good 80% of it is just my characters dicking around or looking pretty. And they're all just sketches. Some of them aren't colored. Where is my sketchbook, by the way? Fucking I have only colored a few pages. This is my most recent sketchbook. I'm not going to show it, but like, could I show it? I don't want to do a face reveal. I don't want to show my face, but whatever. Yeah, I just finished this sketchbook, so I need to go out and find a new one. I need to go out and find a new sketchbook before I really run out of pages, because sometimes I don't draw on the back of the page of the sketchbook. Like, most people only draw on one half of the sketchbook because that's the side their dominant hand is on. So I don't know. I don't know. Oh, hey, Croce, what's up? Oof. This is why I'm a commie. Dicking around and looking pretty are the only qualities I want in a lover. That's funny. Honestly, same though. But yeah, my sketchbooks, they're all too interesting. Maybe one day when I get a good camera, I'll do a sketchbook tour or something. I don't know. Dicking around and looking pretty. My only talents. I love your voice so much. Why, thank you. Aww. It's actually really funny, because a lot of people, just from my voice, they can't tell my gender, or they can't tell how old I am. So when I'm playing Overwatch, I'll get like some 25-year-old dude, like, and he'll call me little boy, and I'm like, oh no, I already had puberty though. I already had the puberty. I'm not 12. I am an adult. I did my taxes yesterday. I'm an adult. Hello, videos, semicolon. Welcome into the stream. What are we talking about? We're talking about people not knowing how old I am on Overwatch. Teehee. Thank you. You are also cool. Let's see here. Oh, the music wasn't playing. Heck. Two-faced lovers. Wawaka, my dude. Rest in peace. A moment of silence while this song plays. Rest in peace, Wawaka. What a great dude. Oh, I didn't color in his face. Fuck. Tater McTots, all men are thoughts. I've never heard that one. I like that. What happened to Wawaka? Yeah, he passed away. He passed away very recently from overworking himself. He was 31. Oh my god. That is very young. Like, I heard he passed away young, but I didn't know how young. But 31, damn, that's when you're like starting a family. That's It's so sad. You can hear my dog in the background. I'm missing track for this. Can I start a petition for you to post Overwatch videos? No. I'm a two-trick Overwatch player. I play Diva and Ana, and that's it. Sometimes Tracer, sometimes Ashe, but sometimes Orisa, but mainly just Ana and Diva. Cause Ana's like a grandma. She reminds me of my grandma. And she's a badass. Ana does remind me a lot of my grandma. Bye, Karma. Thanks for dropping by. But Wawaka was a very, very popular Vocaloid producer. He made Rolling Girl and Unhappy Refrain and Two-Faced Lovers that we're listening to right now, and Mother Goose. And I'm sure he made like quite a few others, but I haven't heard all of them. I've mainly just heard like Rolling Girl and Unhappy Refrain and Two-Faced Lovers. But yeah, he's gone now. The Vocaloid fandom is currently in mourning for the guy. World's End Dance Hall, yeah. That one was, oh my god, that was like my absolute favorite song in like middle school. I would slap so hard to that freaking song like every freaking day. It still slaps. Like what the hell? It's such a good song. It's such a good song. And freaking I don't know why. It was just like the two songs that slapped real freaking hard for me back in middle school were, is that his butt or is that, no, that's his butt, okay. Or were World's End Dance Hall and Imitation Black and Crime and Punishment, a Motsky's cover. It was a band cover, like a rock version. Those songs were bangers. Slap. It's a slap. It's. Oh, is Yellow playing? Oh, this is a good one too. Yellow, yellow, ooh, yellow, yellow. Uh-oh. Yeah, good song. My voice is like getting raspy. I'm supposed to be voicing Toro too. I don't know what kind of voice I'm supposed to do for Toro. I just know that I want to be the asshole character, and Toro is that asshole character. Freaking, I don't want to spoil his introduction, but like, he like forms himself out of, okay, so basically they cut him up into tiny little Toro pieces, and they put his body parts in jars. This is how you prevent him from resurrecting, because he's immortal. The way he resurrects himself is like, it's usually like he's cut open or something. If it's like a really gruesome death, then his body kind of like just puts itself back together in like this all magical, this spectacle flare of body parts and blood flying all over the room. And that's how he resurrects himself. So yeah. It's basically just my voice, just fuck. What's a stupid line that Toro says? I know at some point I want him to say like in a really like surprised voice, lesbians, and he's just so shocked. Lesbians. Like I don't know why. It's stupid. I want him to say gay rights. Toro says gay rights. That's not the right color. Toro also says trans rights, because of course he does. Yes, he does. And then there's also another part. I don't know if this is racist or not. It shouldn't be racist. It's racial, but Toro is kind of an idiot, and he kind of assumes that people are white by default sometimes. That sounds bad. No, that spoils episode 3. Okay, Vino, he takes off his mask, and he's black. So Toro was expecting this scrawny-looking white dude, but instead it was like this scrawny-looking Iranian man. And Toro just screams, "Holy shit, he's black!" And he's just so shocked, like, "Oh, a black guy!" And Vonnie slaps him in the faces, because he's an idiot. I don't know why that's so funny to me, just him screaming, "Holy shit, he's black." I don't know why that's so funny to me. Holy shit, he's black! It's so stupid. It's like not even funny, it's just stupid. Yo, can I have some orange juice? Xbox or PlayStation? I have a PS4, so I gotta say PlayStation. Like Ash Ketchum? You think he sounds like Ash? I almost did a Mickey Mouse voice. That would have been terrible. Oh, I'm the mascot of an evil corporation. Hey, Vonnie? No, that's not right. I'm still trying to work out what the hell I'm gonna do for his voice. Also, here's how it looks so far. Stupid can be funny. Wait, what? You know that Toro is fatty tuna, so you're basically making sashimi by cutting him up. Yeah, Toro, his full name is Torori Nagatsuchi, and Torori is a type of fish, and he was named after a fish because when he was born, his mother was like really fucking hungry and she wanted some fish. Also, she hated him, so like she didn't really give a crap about what his name was. So his name was Torori. He's a fish. What tablet are you using? This is a shitty Wacom tablet, Intuos Wacom tablet. I don't know the number of it. I got this thing maybe like a couple years ago. I've had this thing for a while. I really need a new tablet, except I don't, because I already have an iPad, but I never use it. But I've only just recently started using it again because I downloaded Procreate. And there's also a really good animation app in the App Store for iOS and Android. I think for Android. And it's called Rough Animator, and it's actually pretty good. You can animate really small snippets of things with that app. You should check it out if you got it. Can we talk about the fact that Len dies in every single song he's in? We don't need to talk about that. You got any dummy thick OCs? Oh, absolutely, honey. Freaking, I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Kyre, the goddess of chaos, is a pretty dummy thick. And then Viren, the god of strength, he's also pretty dummy thick. I hate saying that. I can't use dummy thick in the connotation of Vonnie, though, because when he was thick, it was in the bad way, in the unhealthy way. He went from thick to sick, because he has an eating disorder. Is it beta called Tauros? I'm sure you're pleased to hear. Yay! Doesn't Toro mean bull in Spanish too? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Toro also means bull. I'm loving my dummy thick representation. I want to make as many dummy thick guys as possible. Like, one character, I might just turn this into a drawing stream. Freaking, one character named Zane. Hold up. He's in, I don't have a picture of his name. He's like this really tall, he's like 6'7" engineer Latino guy, and he's part of like this gay mafia. It's literally an LGBT mafia, because the leader of this mafia is a lesbian, and then their weapons cartel is a drag queen who disguised his brothel. He disguised his weapons trade as a brothel. So all of his girls, they have like these guns underneath their dresses. And then their engineer guy is bi. They have a trans head of like their what's it called? Transportation, they're like the biker gang. Trans biker girl. And then her boyfriend is just morosexual, which is just, he's an idiot. Like, he's not even really on the spectrum. He is a cishet man, and just his trait is that he's an idiot. That's literally just it. His name's Steven. I love him. Who else is there? Yeah, it's just everyone. I think that's almost everyone. Who is the dumb bitch of the series? Toro. Oh my god. The clap in my ass cheeks keeps alerting the guards. Have you heard the Engineer song? I'll drop it in the links channel on Discord. Okay. This is from what? This is for a series I'm making. This is for a show I want to make. The Alvari Mafia were a group of like these poor individuals. They're literally just poor. The setting is like after the apocalypse, and humanity has kind of congregated. They've colonized this one tiny island out in the middle of the ocean where the virus can't reach it. I mean, it can reach the island, but they can't go into the water because there's mutants everywhere. So they've barricaded themselves on this island after killing all the natives, cough, and the leader of all these survivors, his name is Noah, and he's this massive racist asshole white supremacist dictator dude, and he created a system where it's basically it's literally just capitalism, and he's just an asshole because he hates poor people. He wanted a system that revolved entirely around himself, so that's what he did. He hoarded all of the resources for himself so that he could play around in his giant laboratory and make sentient robots and stuff, and try to find a cure for the virus. And so, while trying to make a cure for the virus, he takes the poor people. Like, this is structured oppression. He's trying to keep colored people in poverty. This isn't even like a commentary on like real life situations. It's literally just this guy is an asshole and he's racist. He has created systematic racism in this new society of survivors. Like, it sucks to be in this world. So if the only way to get money or any type of resource if you're poor in this society is to sell your body to science so that you can be taken to the tower and become a lab subject. Noah's Ark. Yeah, literally Noah's Ark. He had a fucking giant boat that he loaded as many people as possible on, with a few slaves, because I think the apocalypse happened. No, not a few slaves. Slavery was abolished by then, I think. I'm not sure. No, the apocalypse hit in this universe. The apocalypse hit in like 1870. When was slavery abolished? I'm an idiot. I should know this. I'm black. I don't remember. I don't remember anything from history class. We had a whole ass apocalypse and racism still got through. Yeah, exactly. That's like the joke. So like the mafia that pops up are just like a bunch of poor gay people who are tired of this asshole in power. And Noah is like, he's also like incredibly suicidal, but I don't have pity for him because he's an asshole. So he's incredibly suicidal because he fucked up he fucked up one of his experiments, and he accidentally immortalized himself in the same way that Toro and Amira are immortal. So he's panicking because he wanted to see his wife in the afterlife, but now he can't because he's immortal, and the only thing he can do is like continue experimenting on all these poor people. So he made a game out of this because he's a sadist and he's an asshole. And to the first person who can kill him for good, they get to become the new leader, and they can do whatever they want when he's dead. So that kind of motivates like everyone to start going after him and trying to kill him. I mean, people were gonna try and kill him anyway, but now there's like a legit reward. So not only are the poor people trying to kill him, there's also the nobles who are trying to kill him. So there's that. 1865. Slavery was abolished in 1865, and the apocalypse hit in 1870. So, damn, it must suck to be in the United States and be black at that time. Fish out of water. I feel like I was saying that. Everyone take a turn trying to kill him. Yeah. So, everyone is kind of working together. Sort of working. Not everyone. The Avari Mafia is just a collection of like all the poor people who want to kill him. And they want to put someone in power who's actually going to help everybody. Oh, that's too big. So, because a lot of the rich people that Noah put into power have the same ideologies as Noah. And there are some people with the same ideologies as Noah who still want to kill him because they don't like him. They think, oh, I could be an even bigger racist dictator than this guy. I'm going to kill him and make things worse. Fuck, I ruined my color palette. What happened? So now there's like competitions, like who's going to be the leader? Another racist asshole or someone who might establish communism? It could go either way. Spoiler alert. It doesn't happen. No one manages to take his place. That's kind of the problem. Noah created this robot named Thomas because Noah lost his illegitimate son in the apocalypse, and that's a whole other side story. It's about the kid on rollerblades going around killing zombies. So he missed his son, but he didn't like that his son was of mixed race, because Noah did the no bad with one of his slaves, and that made a child, Trevor. Yeah, Trevor is mixed race. His mother was Alva. Alva was then resurrected and turned into a robot, a white robot. Alva was black, but Noah's a racist because he's all like, you would be so much more beautiful if you were white. So he resurrected her and put her soul in a white body, and that was fucked up. So he made another robot in place of his own son, and that robot is Thomas, and he has full, complete sentience. And he made this robot in like 1924, so he's like the first automaton, and he's able to make this robot because of the leftover stuff made from the apocalypse. Oh my god, I need a drink of water. There's so much happening. Ugh. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Jesus. Was the ginger his son? No. Freaking. So Noah is just an absolute bastard. He made Thomas to like fill the hole in his heart because he wanted to like raise his mixed race son to be just like him, and he wanted to somehow, quote unquote, cure his blackness. Obviously, that's not gonna work. Trevor's gonna be Trevor. He's... Oh shit. Trevor Noah. That's... Trevor Noah! The African late night talk show host. That's actually really funny. Trevor Noah. That's funny. I did not intend for that to happen. My character's name... The son's original name was Tanoshi, but that's too much of a weeb name to make sense. Oh my god, that's a funny coincidence. I did not intend for that to happen. Where was I going with this? Noah's an asshole. There's a gay mafia. Fucking Claude Andre Noreen is the drag queen who I absolutely adore. I want to get a picture of my babies. Where are my babies? I need to get the Alvari Mafia in here. I didn't even finish coloring in Zane. Where are these bats? There they are. I'm gonna open up a new one. Okay, here are my good children. There's Amira. Oh crap. New layer. Fuck. Alright. So here's Nayuki. There she is in all her glory. I love her. She's an amazing lesbian, and she hides a rifle under her skirt somehow. Here's Clabdi. He's not in drag right now because I haven't designed a dress good enough for him. Is it steampunk though? It is absolutely steampunk. It is a steampunk story. Here's fucking Toro when he was in his emo phase. It's kind of sad what happened with these two, Toro and Amira. It's really oh god. It's unfortunate what happened. Basically, to spoil the story, these two were supposed to stop the apocalypse. They were supposed to prevent it from happening, and they failed because of Toro. It's always Toro's fault. It is always going to be Toro's fault. If something huge happens that affects humanity on a universal scale, and it's bad, it's probably Toro's fault, because he's just that much of a little shit. I mean, he tried his best. He, honest to God, did try to save humanity, but he just sucks so bad. He just fails at everything so hard that he got in Amira's way, and it didn't work. It didn't happen. It just led to the end of humanity as they knew it. Amira was the chosen one from the beginning. Amira was supposed to be the hero all along, but Toro got involved by accident. It was by accident of the witches, who gave them the fucking stone in the first place. Freaking Toro wasn't supposed to exist. He was supposed to die in like the year 1820. Not even 1820. He was supposed to die in the year 820 after his mom died, and he was supposed to die of starvation. But he didn't, because he ate the fucking stone before his mom died, and he became immortal. And so he just kind of roamed around the world trying to figure out how to fucking die. And halfway through, he meets Amira. And Amira is just such a good fucking cinnamon roll, he doesn't even know what's going on himself. He tries to help him. Toro meets Amira, and he's all like, oh my god, another person like me. I must have found my purpose in life. I'm gonna follow him to the ends of the earth, and he's gonna be my best friend. And it doesn't work out that way. Nothing ever works out like it should. Ever. Nothing. Ever. No. Everything's wrong. Everything and anything that could go wrong will go wrong because Toro exists. Because he sucks. Because he's terrible, horrible human being. But it's not his fault. Toro out here eating rocks that black cats gave to him on his birthday, and he thinks it's a good idea to eat a weird rock. He thinks it's a good idea to eat a weird glowing rock that a black cat gave to him on his mother's deathbed. He thought it was a good idea to eat it because he was hungry. And now he's immortal. I'm just going off on a tangent. Amira's royalty. He's a prince. He's the prince of the Sirkin tribe, the Sirkin family, and he has like 6 siblings or something, and he's the youngest out of all of them. And his mom was like a high priestess, and his dad was a witch doctor, and they were like super rich in the village that they came from. And then on his birthday, like when you turn 10, or no, not 10. Yeah, when you turn 10, they have a ritual, his people do, where you have a stone that you're supposed to pray to from like 1 year old, like fucking the moment you're born. Your parents pick out a special rock. It's supposed to be really small so that you can eat it. And your parents pick out a special rock for you to pray to for all up until you're 10. And then when you turn 10, it's supposed to have like a whole bunch of like good prayers and good luck. And then you eat the stone to keep those 10 years of good luck. And that's the ritual. But Amira is 11, so it's a pet rock ritual. Yeah, you're supposed to pray to a stone that your parents picked out for you at birth, and then you eat it when you turn 10. It's supposed to give you good luck or whatever. I could have summed it up like that, but I talk too much. Amira had a bad omen when he turned 10, so he wasn't supposed to eat the rock. Does it have googly eyes? It can, if they want it to, but then it's not gonna go down easy when you eat it. So when he turned 11, the gods, like these 2 gods came down, Valoria and Valencia. They're the daughters of the gods of knowledge, Lena and Aiden, and they were sent down because they claimed that their parents foresaw the end of the world and they needed a prophet to go out and spread the word of God or something so that they could save the world. And that they gave Amira a new rock. It was a special holy glowing stone that he was supposed to eat, and it would make him immortal so that he could go around the world and tell people about his religion. And he's like a freaking Jehovah's Witness. He's an immortal Jehovah's Witness, and it's really annoying. He's an immortal Jehovah's Witness. He goes around the world telling people, hey, want to try out my religion? If not, you're going to cause the end of the world. You're not going to be saved if you don't fucking conform to my religion. So that was his job. You have a weird fascination with eating rocks. Are you okay? I ate a dime as a kid, and that made me have a good sense of money. That gave me a good sense of money. That's why I have $1,000 saved up, because I have a good sense of money because I ate a dime when I was 5. Not really. That's not the reason I have a good sense of money. I'm just cheap. So Amira has at least a purpose in life. Nightmares. Amira had a purpose in life. Also, because he's part of this super secret race of people that worship these immortal gods, he can use magic. And the magic he uses is just like he can make, like the spear that he has, it's meant for warriors. His friend Nana gave it to him. She was of the Viren clan, and she was supposed to be a warrior. But then he got chosen to be the immortal Jehovah's Witness, so she gave him a spear to protect himself. And he doesn't use it at all. He just flies around on it like a witch. Like a fucking non-binary witch that he is. Out here causing inflation because you're eating all the money. I'm sorry, it tastes so good. Wait a minute. I smell pennies! I'm sorry you had to hear that. I'm sorry you all had to endure that. Where was I? Okay. Amir out here for the past maybe like 500 years telling people, hey, have you heard of Jesus? It's great! So, and then Toro's out here being the freaking 10-year-old edgelord that he is, like, hey, have you heard of Satan? Of course you have. He doesn't exist. God isn't real. All of your gods are a lie. I'm an atheist, bitch. I'm edgy and cool. You should conform to my religion, which is no religion. It's just angst and death and sadness. My mom is dead. That's Toro. That's Toro. I smell pennies. I guess I'm Energizer. Did you eat a battery, Riptide? If you're Energizer, does that mean you ate a battery? Please do not eat batteries. That's bad for you. Battery acid can kill you. Am I a house now? Oh, this is terrible. This is all terrible. What the fuck was Toro doing? Toro was just busy being a cryptid for like the past 500 years. He wouldn't talk to anybody. He wouldn't listen to anybody. If anyone tried to give him help, he'd probably just rob them. There was a period in time where he spent a year in the desert just laying in the sand because he thought if he laid there long enough and he kept dying, he would just stay dead. It was terrible. He's emo. He's emo to the extremo. In Amira, this is a bad depiction of Amira right here, because he looks angry. He usually doesn't look that angry. He usually looks like soft cinnamon bun. But yeah, these two, it's complicated. It's complicated. They eventually grow up, and Amira becomes like this wandering monk, and Toro is like, Never mind, Toro. Their journey doesn't end at the apocalypse because they failed to stop it. The Alvari Mafia attempted. I didn't even finish coloring Zane here. I couldn't finish coloring Zane. I don't like his hair. That's not what his hair looks like anymore. It looks stupid. Oh my god. Is he vaccinated? Probably not. Toro probably is not vaccinated. Because, like, every time he dies, his body goes back to being in the state he was when he was immortalized. So, if he didn't get his shots before getting immortalized, then he'll never be permanently vaccinated. Toro's probably the real reason for the Black Plague. Little bitch wasn't vaccinated. How long did the apocalypse last? The apocalypse is still happening, even in the 6th. The apocalypse happened in like 1870, and it's continuous. It's still happening. It's still the apocalypse. People have just found a better way of avoiding getting eaten. I really love Nayuki's outfit. Yeah, I love what she's wearing here. Her original design, she was like, I've had these characters for years. Oh my god, I'm just realizing. I made Nayuki, Clavdi, Zane, and Amira when I was in middle school. I'm in college now, and they've come a long way. Clavdi is like the only one who still looks the exact same. Except now he's depressed and a drag queen. And Nayuki was originally, like, some really generic looking white girl with, like, brown hair. Her eyes were still green, but she looked really generic. Zane looked like every scene edgy MySpace kid in existence, but with cooler hair. And Amira looked like every generic light novel protagonist. He looked like, oh my god, he looked so generic. He was like this brunette white boy with blue eyes, and he was like a ripoff of like Ichigo from Bleach. Like he looked so bad. Amira went through like 50 different redesigns before I decided on this. And Nayuki, this is like maybe like her 4th redesign. I decided to make her black because fuck yeah, why not? I don't have enough black OCs. And Toro looks Toro looks the exact same as when I first made him. He doesn't change. Oof. If the apocalypse is ongoing, then what year does 6th take place? Sixth takes place in the year, what was it, like 2590, I believe. Humanity just kind of moved underground. So basically they were all white. They were all white, yeah, all the characters were white. They were either all white or they were Asian, because I had a lot of heavy anime influence back in middle school. And I've learned to diversify my characters. So, yeah, that's a thing. What's another thing I can open up? I haven't been drawing a lot lately. I don't know why. Where is my baby? Then there's Cecile. When did I make Cecile? I made Cecile for that Aftermath animation in 2016, back when he had turquoise eyes and white hair and he looked really generic. Now he has pink hair and blue eyes and he's adorable. He's him baby. Also, he's autistic now, because why not? Representation. Little white boys. You got any Latinx OCs? I think Zane is supposed to be Latinx. I'm not really sure. You have white characters, Tumblr's gonna get you. I was really concerned about making 6th, because the main character is white, and I'm trying to find good reason why he was white, but then I'm like, wait a minute, why am I trying to justify him being white? That's kind of racist. Dude, Cecile French. Cecile's not French. Cecile's Cecile. Him baby. What was I doing? What am I doing? Where am I doing? But yeah, I think the only good reason why Vonnie should be white is to avoid this one really racist stereotype. Because if I made him black, then it would fall into a really, really racist stereotype. Vonnie has 11 siblings because his parents are a rabbit couple, and rabbit couples get money from the government for having a lot of kids. So if I made Vonnie black, then all of his siblings would be black, and then you fall into the stereotype that black people have a lot of kids. And I really don't want to go into that, because it's really, really bad. I don't like that stereotype. I have one sibling, okay? One sibling. She's cool. She was a famous softball player. How do you stick with your OCs? I love them. I put a piece of myself into all of my characters, so it's hard to abandon them. It's hard to rewrite them. Actually, it's not hard to rewrite them. I make their backstories, and then I can change it really, really easily for some reason. I'm not that attached to their backstories unless it's like Toro's backstory, because Toro's just an emo little bitch, and I want to keep him as an emo little bitch. Jesus, one sib squad. Yeah. I wish I was that loyal to my characters. So yeah, Vonnie, I originally made him white just because, I don't know, just because he's white. He wasn't even like, when I first made him, he wasn't even a race that existed. He was fucking gray. He was a troll. Not a Homestuck troll, he was a literal troll. He looked like a failed Homestuck OC. And he looked really stupid. He was known as V the Edgelord, and then I decided to like make him human, so Then he was white, and I'm like, that's whatever. He's white now, because he's white. He's Caucasian. Whatever. What the fuck ever. I actually know what the fuck? I actually know a family near my house who has 10 kids. Damn. I could never. Everyone started off with cringy OCs. Absolutely. My first OC was AO. It was literally just like my self-insert character for Kingdom Hearts or something. She didn't fit anywhere into the universe of Kingdom Hearts. I just wanted to give her blue hair. Blue and black hair. And she only breathed carbon dioxide, so she wore a gas mask all the time, and she had a mini chainsaw on her like a fucking sword. It was so cringy. And then she was a complete and utter fujoshi, so looking back, I absolutely hate that now. I hate that she was a fujoshi, because, oh god. I got put into one of those animation meme cringe comps in like 2016, and I haven't posted any art anywhere since. Aww. Dude, cringe comps are like, they're so mean-spirited. They're always so mean-spirited. Don't let someone discourage you from making art. Don't let anyone discourage you from doing what you love, dude. Like, God, there are some assholes on the internet. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that. Cringe comp creators. Sometimes they put cringe in the title, but then they attempt criticism in the actual video. But most of the time, it's not even that. They're just being assholes. So it's very discouraging to have your work put into a cringe compilation. Sorry that happened to you, dude. Where was I? I forgot what I was talking about. I already forgot what I was talking about. Let me drink some water. How do you make good OCs? Mine are still kind of cringe as hell. Just do whatever you want, honestly. There are no rules to making a good OC. You can make whatever kind of character you want. You can give them the edgiest, most black and red, creepypasta Mary Sue type backstory you want, and as long as you're having fun with that character, who cares if it's good or bad? It's your OC. You made it. You had fun. That's all that matters, dude. Just have fun. Of course, people can give criticism to your character. It's the internet. People are going to criticize your stuff. I think, but it is ultimately your decision to accept that criticism. If you understand that the character isn't perfect and you understand the criticisms against the character, then I don't really think it matters whether or not you fix it. Because it's your character. You can do whatever you want with it. Oof. Just a bit of words of encouragement for today. Like, I was worried about Toro because I posted his ref sheet a while ago in like 2017 or something, and I got a comment saying that the character is bad. Granted, they are absolutely right. The character is bad. Toro is a very edgy character. He's not a good person. He has a very, very generic design. But that's intentional. He's supposed to be edgy. He's supposed to look generic. I think the reason the person was like, they sounded really pissed off when they were criticizing him. They were all like, he looks like a stupid, like, creepypasta OC. You need to, like, fix this character now. He looks like a weeb. He looks like some generic anime character. And I'm like, buddy, calm down. That's intentional. He's supposed to look generic. So, because Toro he's not supposed to really stand out. He's supposed to blend into a crowd. He's supposed to look generic. Which is why I can compare him to CL Phantom Hive, or Tobio Kageyama, or Shigeo Kageyama, or literally any light novel anime protagonist with black hair. He looks generic, because he's supposed to be generic. But it doesn't matter what the character looks like. If there is a good backstory behind it that you worked really hard on, then I think that's enough. Like, let me find a better picture of Amira. I have Amira's rep sheet, but it's outdated, so I don't think there's any spoilers on it. Like, what do you see, what do you think of when you see this character? He looks so sad here. Why did I draw him looking so sad? Oh, fuck, I forgot his ponytail in the ref sheet. That's a bad picture, then. Alright, that's a bad picture of Amira. He doesn't have his ponytail here. Where is my baby boy? Where is my baby boy? There he is. He still doesn't have his ponytail here. God damn it. Like, what do you think of when you see this design, this character? He looks kind of exotic, I guess. He's got, like, the crazy vitiligo. He's got, like, the tribal clothing. He's got, like, the white hair undercut thing, the bandages. He looks like a good boy, but, like, what do you think his backstory would be? Because he comes from a tribal place, which I tried to show in his clothing. Think of Aang from Avatar. Yeah, that was my inspiration for Amira. Was Aang. Like, I try to show the characters' backstory in their design, but not too much. You can't really see it with the Alvari Mafia, because they're kind of disguising themselves as more middle class. Clavdy here is a drag queen, the one in the red vest, but he's not in his drag clothing because I haven't designed it yet. And then Nayuki here, or no, I changed her name. Her name is Nazuri now. It's not Nayuki anymore, because when I made her, I was a huge weeb, and Nayuki sounds Japanese, so I changed it to Nazuri because it sounds more African, I guess. So Nazuri here, she looks like a secretary, because she is one. Those are like her only good clothes. What's the pink thing on his face? This is a forest spirit. Oh, his eyes are brown here. His eyes are supposed to be green. Oh well. So many things, so many things. I'm trying to, like, tiptoe around their backstory, so I don't want to give too much. I see the purest being that could ever live on this planet. He is indeed a good boy. Good warlock. So, you can't really tell the backstory of Amira. You can't really tell that he's immortal. Like, how do you show immortality in a design? Because they have, like, a really, I guess, special type of immortality. Because each time they die, they just reset. All of their wounds are gone. Any imperfections they had are gone. If they lose a limb, they get it back. It's like, you can't really show their immortality in it. You have to like, witness it. She looks like a secretary because she is one. So yeah, you can design like there's also OCs where some people don't even give them a backstory. You you read it on the shirt. Some people don't give their OCs a backstory. They just make a character purely for aesthetic purposes, and I think that's perfectly fine. I used to do that too. I still kind of do that. I do plan on making this character an OC though. Where is it? It was like this cool looking horse, I guess. Yeah, Archer. Like this character. I made this on March 1st, 2019, and I posted it to my DeviantArt. I intend on making this type of character an actual species, not in 6th, but in the Requiem universe. Because beings like this started showing up after the apocalypse. So, I don't know what to call them, but they're basically these centaur, fairy, archer, goat people, and they just go around cannibalizing things. They're a cannibalistic species, and they're all types of evil. That's what I want to make with them. But they're like extremely graceful, so like if you get too close to them, because they look harmless, but they will cannibalize you. They will eat you. So I love those kinds of species because they're fun. Original OC, please do not steal. Okay. How did you come up with the whole immortal thing? It's so cool. I just like the concept of immortality, I guess. I've always liked the concept of immortality. It's just a cool concept, you know? That looks regal. I have this giant jar of bubblegum on my desk. Oof. Good night, Samizu. Thanks for coming to the stream. Like, okay, it was really weird, because I wanted to apply the concept of immortality to, like, 7, maybe 8 different characters. I wonder if I still have it. I probably don't have it anymore. I drew this picture of like all the kids who were supposed to be immortal. I don't know if I have it anymore. I might have deleted it a while ago. Let me go into my old DeviantArt and see if I can find it. I've noticed that Emira hardly gets hurt. That's because he's my favorite. Also, Emira isn't an idiot. Like, Toro gets hurt so much because he's... Okay, I can't find it. Where is it? Toro gets hurt because he puts himself in dangerous situations. Like, it's... What was it called? It's a type of self-harm that he does. It's called passive self-harm, where if something goes wrong, he won't really make the effort to fix it, even if it hurts him, because he hates himself and he wants to die so freaking badly, that he'll allow himself to get hit by a train if the opportunity arises. If a train is coming and he's on the tracks, he won't move because he just doesn't want to live. He doesn't feel it's necessary to move because he doesn't want to. Here it is. Here's the picture I was looking for. Toro is big dumb. But yeah, this was the picture I was looking for. Look at all that saturation. Oh boy. Yeah, so these were Toro's not even part of this group. Like we see an early draft of Amira over here. Yeah, there's early draft Amira. Then there's Cynthia, Amira. I think his name was Kiri. There's Nana, who is still a character. His name was Shoe, like shoelace, but his name was Tristan now. That's Vonnie's little brother. And then there's Nico. She's still a character. She's Vino's daughter. That's a rabbit hole. And this was Sarah. So it was just a bunch of kids. They were this was a really early draft before I made Noah like this evil racist guy. I think it was like Noah had created a portal to another dimension, and he wanted to explore it, but only like I think it was like only kids can enter the portal because they had more life energy or something. I don't know, it was something stupid. And they were sent in because Noah's son went into the portal and got lost, and they don't know if he's still alive in there. So they sent in all these kids to go find him. And each of them had like a certain superpower or a certain super suit or something. They had to go find Noah's son, and it was really stupid because I couldn't think of anything else. How come these never got incorporated? Because it was a stupid plot line. I end up reusing some of these characters in 6th and throughout the Requiem universe, but it's mainly just Amira and Tristan now, and Nico, and Nana. Basically, Sarah, Kiri, and Cynthia got axed. They got axed for 6th. Little orange boy here, Vonnie's little brother. He is autistic. He is adorable. He has light up Skechers that I'm jealous of, because I want light up Skechers too. I used to have them in 5th grade, and they were freaking great. And light up the blacktop with my light up Skechers. And then Nana was Amira's friend before he set off for his Jehovah's Witness journey. Honey, where's my super suit? So yeah, it was just a big clusterfuck of nonsense. The story of 6 nowadays is like completely different. It's about like, okay, Daft Pina actually helped me like make a summary, a pitch for what 6th is. It's man attempting new therapy methods accidentally like creates world peace or something. Like, yeah, it's like man searching for alternate therapy methods accidentally solves world peace. That's the story of 6th. And then there's like a whole bunch in between about a cult. There's all this capitalism. There's a commentary on poverty and mental illness and stuff. There's a self-love message hidden somewhere in there. It's all over the place. I don't think the music's been playing, huh? Daft Peanut helped? Yeah, a little bit. He was interviewing me for about Something Else YT's music video, since I helped in that. And we got onto the topic of like what I'm up to, what kind of stuff I like to make. And I said I was having trouble with the story, because I always have trouble summarizing things, because my mind keeps going at 1,000,000 miles an hour. So yeah. the plot. Immortals with a lot of gayness. In a way. In a way. I mean, the story is sixth. It doesn't focus too much. Actually, yes it does. It does focus a lot on what the fuck Tora was up to in the 1930s. But it's also kind of about, like, Vonnie and what he's struggling with. But anyway, I'm gonna have to end the stream in like 45 minutes. Okay, there's a bump on my chin. What the fuck is on my chin? Oh shoot, that's big. Someone bite me? Alright, I have a weird bump on my chin. Don't know where that came from. Your fucking story is oof. I won't leave right now. I do have to go to class eventually, and I have to make dinner tonight, which is very rare. So like, yeah, six is about the first episode. I'm trying to summarize. What's the first episode about? It's basically like Vonnie has been demoted to a different points of quarantine, and quarantine is like where all of the infected people go. It's the same virus that hit in the apocalypse that Toro and Amira failed to stop. The virus has evolved over time, so it's no longer as potent as it was back in like the 1930s or whatever. So, but it's still like incredible. They still have like really strict rules for when you're infected. So, once you get infected, now it is possible to control it. Now they know that it's possible that you can control the virus a little bit, and you can sometimes go back into society. You won't be held up in quarantine forever. So Vonnie was infected when he was like 16, 15 years old. So he has been spending the last 3 years in quarantine trying to get better and trying to control the virus a little bit. But, and the quality of care you receive in quarantine depends on how much money you have, which is literally the healthcare system here in America. So that's a commentary and a half. So what happens is Vonnie's parents are tired of waiting so long, and they think that he should be fine by now. They think he can come home, but he's not okay. He's still very much infected. He doesn't have it under control, and he's still having like daily anxiety attacks, which turn him into like a mutant. So whenever he has an anxiety attack or he starts feeling like super, super anxious, he starts to mutate because the virus is connected to mental health. And I hope everything goes as planned with your incredible series. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Thanks for dropping by. Eleni, I think so. Yeah. So Vonnie has been... It's kind of like rehab, the way quarantine is structured. If you're rich, then you get the really, really comfortable units where you can, like, laze around all day, go to therapy, have really expensive meals. Basically, like, the whole wazoo. But if you're poor, if you're infected, you have no choice but to go into quarantine. You are required to go into quarantine to prevent yourself from infecting other people with the virus. So, if you're poor and you're forcibly quarantined, then you're put into like the general units where you have a roommate and you go into group therapy instead of one-on-one, and it's poor man's therapy. It's like, it's a really shitty rehab center if you're poor and you're forced into quarantine. So Vonnie's parents stopped paying for V's treatment, and because they're not paying anymore and he doesn't really have a way to pay for it himself because he's been there for 3 years and there's no way to get money, he's moved into the poor man's units where he has a roommate and he's in group therapy, and it's more just the quality of care has gone down significantly. So another advantage that you have if you're rich and you're infected are removal surgeries, which is something that Vonnie has at like the beginning of the episode. Removal surgery is for certain patients who can have their mutations removed. Some, like for the mutations aren't permanent unless you leave it there for a while. So Vonnie grows like, his arms turn into like black scribbles. They grow like this black wrinkly exoskeleton on his arms and neck and legs and basically everywhere. And he grows like these really thick black wooden branches from his face and all over his face, and it's really painful. So so if you're rich, if you have enough money, you can get removal surgery to get rid of those mutations. You're still sick, but at least you're not mutating as much. So that's an advantage that you have if you have money and you're in quarantine. So now that Vonnie has been downgraded to the poor man's therapy, I guess, he can't get those removal surgeries anymore. So any mutation that he has from an anxiety attack, he has to deal with it there. It's stuck there until they can get it removed. But they won't get it removed. So yeah, what the twist with this group though is that it's there is a sense of community in this group. Everyone's all buddy-buddy, they're all friends, they seem to be getting better just fine, but Vonnie can't seem to assimilate to their group because it's a cult. They made a cult. It takes a turn, and they weren't trying to get rid of their mutations, which Vonnie thought was weird, because that's kind of the goal of quarantine, is to get rid of the virus. But the people in this certain sect, they were enjoying being sick with the virus, and it's kind of fucked up. I really love your drawings. You're like my life inspiration. Okay, bye. Have a great time. Bye, Brotato. Thanks for dropping by. So yeah, Tora was also in the first episode. Tora was captured, which is like this scene here. Tora was captured by a quarantine android, and he's forced into quarantine, but not as a patient. They're experimenting on him. They're trying to kill him, like, permanently. They're trying to like use him as a sacrifice so that they can summon one of Amira's gods or something. And it's just a big bad time. It's a bad time, because Toro ends up like Toro goes like sicko mode on all the patients, and Vonnie's like the only one who's clearly not part of the cult, so Toro's like, get over here, bitch, I'm gonna save your life. So then they escape, and now they're in the sanctuary. And Vonnie is still infected, so it's kind of a big bad time. When are you planning on releasing the first episode? I have no idea. I'm the only person animating this entire thing, and it's gonna take a while, and I'm already thinking of changing programs. When did I start this? God, when did I start animating this? It had to have been a while ago. It's probably gonna take me like a couple years. God. I'm hoping to finish it as soon as I can. I don't know. You have everything planned out already? Not at all. Nope. I'm actually still working on the first episode script as I animate this. I'm in too deep to scrap the scene I'm working on, so I'm just I'm gonna make it work with the script so that it doesn't feel out of place. Get a team to do this. I have no money. I have no money to pay people with. Once this first episode comes out and I start, I guess, selling merch or whatever, maybe I'll hire a couple people to help me with coloring, but other than that, I don't have money. Also, I usually change the story really often, and I don't want to rope people in for a task as like, it's tenuous, is that the right word? Tedious. I don't want to rope other people in with a task as tedious as animation if I'm gonna end up scrapping scenes, because I don't want to waste people's time. Do a Kickstarter. I don't want to do a Kickstarter. I don't want to take people's money unless I'm guaranteeing an actual product. Do you have a job? No. I don't have a job yet. I wanted to open commissions because I want money. Alright, I think this is the last frame. So, after this frame, after I'm done coloring this frame, I'll play it back to see how it looks, and then I'm gonna end the stream, because I gotta get started on dinner. I also need to go eat something. Maybe I'll go by Carl's Jr. or something. I want chicken nuggets. I really want chicken nuggets. Yeah, I'm trying to take my time with this. I don't want to take too much time, you know? Because after a while, you know, people can only hold their interest for so long. And once the first episode is out, because this is a series, I can't leave it on that cliffhanger for too long or people just won't be interested anymore. So, I do need to hurry. but I don't want to overwork myself and end up like Wowaka dying of heart failure. I don't want that to happen to me. What's your favorite color? Blue. I love the color blue. It's such a pretty color. Oops. No, I didn't mean to turn the canvas. Okay. So yeah, I probably just kind of summarized the entire first episode of Sixth. I probably wasn't supposed to do that. No chicken, just chicken nuggets. Yeah, I wanted to get a good portion of episode 2 done before I released episode 1, so then I at least don't take too long between gaps. Cause I have like a draft of episode 2 right now, but I don't think it's very good. It's supposed to follow a different character. So, and I don't know if it's a good idea to start the series on one protagonist and then follow someone completely different. It's still related to the overall story, but it still does feel a little disconnected the way I drafted it. So probably gonna change the episode 2 draft a little bit to make it just a little more interesting. Cause there's like three or four protagonists in Sixth. There's Vani, Blair, Leon, and Toro. It's mostly focused on Vani because he's one of the biggest fuck-ups. Actually, that's a lie. Toro's the biggest fuck-up. Toro's always going to be the biggest fuck-up. But Vani's the mortal one, so his story matters right now while he's still alive. How long is the first episode gonna be? Originally, it was supposed to be like only like 12 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. It has to be over 10 minutes so I can monetize it. But now that I'm writing this new script, it might end up being full 24 minutes or longer. I hope not longer. I want it to keep it under 30 minutes, because if it's over 30 minutes, I feel like not a lot of people would watch. I don't know. Just for the sake of time, I might take some shortcuts and make it more of an animatic style. It'll be colored and everything, and completely with detailed backgrounds, but to save on time, I might have to cut a lot of animation just so I can get the story out, because I don't want to spend too much time on animation and then have everyone leave because they lost interest. So yeah. So like you might see characters sliding across the frame instead of actually walking across the frame, which is honestly a sacrifice I'm willing to make if I can get it out on time. Alright, let's see how this turned out. Oh wait, let me hide the... What is this? Fuck. Okay. You can ask someone to look over your drafts and ask for their opinion. Yeah, one of my voice actors, he's also my script editor. It's Vino. He offers to read over my scripts to make sure it looks okay. Oh damn, that lag. So yeah, episodes can range from 12 minutes to like 24 minutes. I really don't know. But yeah, that's what the animation looks like now. I gotta go through it frame by frame so that it doesn't lag. Oh, he looks a little out of place here. So yeah, I need to get started on dinner. Oof, before I leave for class. He's rolled up in a ball here. I will... Oh, come on. Okay, I will leave you with this. Thank you for coming to the stream. This was nice. The new YouTube Studio Beta, pretty nice. Damn, I streamed for like 2 hours. Alright. I don't know when I'll stream next. Eventually. Probably. Oh well. Bye everybody.